Peace, my friends. It's Ben back with another yoga practice. Today is just going to be a whole body practice. We're going to follow the ritual. We're going to follow the natural ways that we can move, open up our bodies, create some flexibility, create some strength, and have some fun and enjoyment and peace along the way. So let's go ahead and get started in a tabletop. As you come into tabletop, move through cat and cow. Maybe you close the eyes. Let your breath take you from place to place. Feel some length coming into the spine, coming into the back muscles. Move freely through the pelvis. Come into the body. Take child's pose. Bring the knees wide, big toes together. Hips go back in space. Reach the fingertips out in front of you. Maybe even rise onto the fingertips. Feel grounded. Take a couple slow breaths. If you want to add on, take one of your arms, lift your hand up off the ground, and then loop the arm behind you for a half bind. And then switch so that arm returns. Then you lift the other hand up off the mat. You take a big loop like a half bind behind your low back. And then you return it back through center. Let's do one more on each side. So right arm lifts. Thread it behind you. Return. Left arm lifts. Thread it behind you. Return. Come to tabletop and then down dog. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about with those little half binds or those little threading motions in child's pose, you could just watch through the video and you'll get it. It's pretty easy. And it's a nice way to open the shoulders. And so is down dog. So explore a little bit in your down dog, shift around a little bit. Find connection to the moment. Find connection to your spirit. Take about 2 or 3 breaths here. From here, tiptoe to the top of your mat, forward fold. As you get to your fold, find chair pose. Bend into your knees, lift the arms. As we come into chair pose, breathe, sink a little lower. Rise onto the toes, sink down into a little toe stand. And then we're going to try something. We're going to try to rise all the way up to standing while staying high onto our toes. Embrace the wobbles and then come all the way to stand on your tiptoes, hands to the sky, getting as tall as you can. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms out wide for a kind of swan dive forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down, step back to plank. Pause in your plank for a moment. Feel energy radiating through the fingertips into your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. This time come all the way to the belly, locust pose. Reach the arms back. Float the heart, float the legs. Optional bind behind your back if you would like to explore that, to open the shoulder blades a little more. Breathe here for 5, 4, nice job, 3, 2, on 1, plank pose, rise up, downward facing dog, shift back. Take a breath in down dog. And then we'll start to build a little bit more pace and rhythm. So from down dog, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, come all the way down to a little tiny toe stand. Inhale, rise up to your tippy toes. Stand up as tall as you possibly can. Exhale, forward fold with the arms sweeping wide. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, locust pose. Reach the arms forward this time. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Return the hands, tuck the toes, rise to plank into down dog. I know locust pose isn't the most fun posture, but it's really great for building strength in the back, in the glutes, and the hamstrings. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, sink to your heels. Inhale, tippy toes, rise up to stand. Exhale, swan dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. One more. Inhale, rise to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, sink to your heels. Inhale, rise to stand on your tiptoes. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Just let that be a fun exploration. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, place your hands down. Plank pose. From plank, lower to chaturanga, and then come back up. Lower to chaturanga, come back up. Lower to chaturanga, come back up. Lower to chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Drop your left elbow to the ground. Bring your right hand in line with your left elbow, so slide your right hand back. Bring your right knee in to tap your right tricep, and then lift it back up. And then right knee taps right tricep, and then lift it up. And then right knee taps right tricep, and then lift it up. Bring your foot down, and then bring your hands back to normal. Left leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Open and bend the knee. Bring your right forearm to the ground. Slide your left hand all the way back in line with your right elbow. Bring your left knee in to tap left tricep, and then back up. Left knee taps left tricep, lift it back up. Last one, left knee taps left tricep, lift it up. Foot lands on the ground, hands come back to regular down dog. All right, let's get off the hands, get off the arms. So right leg lifts, 3-limb down dog. Step through for warrior 2. Warrior 2. You can open out the arms for warrior 2, but what you'll see me do here is I'm going to wave my arms around simply because it feels good to me. To be honest with you, I'm nursing some tendonitis in my right elbow, and it really helps to just do these kind of wavy movements. And I'm flipping the palms around, I'm waving the arms around, and this just lets the elbow joint move through its range of motion without bearing any weight. And I found that to be helpful when recovering from any injury, is to allow that specific joint that's in recovery to move through full ranges of motion without needing it to bear weight, without adding load. Just get the range of motion down first. Anyways, I know that's off topic because we're in warrior 2, but that's why I'm kind of just waving my arms around. But I think it's also good energetically to feel stable in the lower body, and then we can explore in the upper body. It's a nice combination. All right, from here, let's find reverse triangle. So arms open, and then reverse the triangle by extending the right leg and reaching the right hand to the sky. Find a half bind by wrapping your left arm behind your low back toward the front of your right hip crease. Take an inhale. Triangle pose on your exhale. If you have yoga blocks, a yoga block under your right hand can feel quite nice. Or you can place your hand on your shin. Look up to your left hand. Try to keep everything in the same line, meaning the right hand moves up to the left hand and it's in one line. We're not leaning forward, we're not leaning back. It's in one vertical line. And we're breathing. Nice. From here, press down through both feet. Rise up to standing. Turn to face sideways. Reach the hands to the sky. And then find Skandasana lunge back of your mat. Bend into the left knee. Sink as low as you'd like. Pause in your Skandasana lunge. Feel strength here. And then crawl your way to the top of the mat toward the right foot. Plant the left hand down and find Wild Thing as we step the right foot behind the left leg. Bridge the hips up, take an inhale. Exhale, return to plank as you roll through center. From plank, take a vinyasa from there, perhaps a chaturanga, into an up dog. And that takes us back to down dog. You can always skip the vinyasa if you ever feel like it. All right, left leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Step left foot to the top of your mat and then blossom into warrior 2. Arms can open wide. This is traditional warrior 2. Or if you're weird like me, wave the arms around a little bit. Maybe you almost let the upper body do a little bit of a dance as the lower body is our strong foundation. We have time here. We're finding strength. We're resisting any urge to need to escape from where we are. And we're really just being in the fire of an active posture. And we're breathing. Anything in the world feels stressful when we hold our breath. Anything in the world can feel more calm when we breathe slowly and or deeply. Just 1 or 2 more breaths here. Reverse triangle. Extend the left leg. Reverse the triangle. Big spaciousness in your left side body. Half bind with your right arm behind your low back. Into triangle pose. Reach out into the future and then hinge and open. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Breathe here. Begin to press down more through your feet, feeling anchored in the ground, and then rise to stand. Turn to face sideways, quarter turn to your right. Reach the hands up, and then pivot to Skandasana, back of the mat, bending into right knee. Come as low as you feel like, and then linger here for just 2 breaths or so. Then head to the top of the mat. Plant your right hand down when you get there. Left leg steps over and behind the right. For Wild Thing, bridge the hips up, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Come back through center, lower down halfway. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale it out. Right leg up for 3-limb down dog. Step through for warrior 2. Rotate your heel down. Rise up. Breathe here. Another thing you can do in warrior 2 that's interesting for the shoulders, if you look at the screen, just flip the palms up and down and try to do opposites each arm, and that'll create a big rotation that goes not just one arm at a time, but from one arm all the way through to the other. You could even add your neck into it by looking forward, looking back, looking forward, looking back. It's an interesting way to accessorize these traditional postures. All right, from here, reverse triangle. Big space is created, and then we take that space forward into Trikonasana, triangle posture. Press through your feet, rise to stand, turn to face sideways to your left, hands up, inhale. Skandasana, back of your mat, exhale. Stay here on your inhale. Head to the top of the mat on the exhale. Plant your left hand down on the inhale. Step the right foot behind you, exhale. Wild Thing. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Exhale, right hand to the mat, chaturanga. Hold chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, upward facing dog on 1, downward facing dog on 2. Take a breath in, breath out. Left leg up, 3-limb down dog. Step through, top of the mat, warrior two position. Open. Maybe you dance the upper body. Maybe you find those shoulder rotations that we did before on the previous side. But most importantly, what we find is presence. It's really the only thing that matters in this practice is presence. Reverse the triangle. Stand up, left hand up. Triangle pose, reach forward, and then drop into it. Look up to your right hand if you can. 2 breaths. Rise all the way to stand. Quarter turn to your right. Hands up, inhale. Skandasana, exhale. Stay here, inhale. Exhale, cruise to the top of the mat. Plant your palm down, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps behind you, wild thing. Inhale, bridge, hips higher. Exhale, chaturanga. Close it off for 5, 4, 3, stay in the fire for 2. On 1, blossom open, jump into the water, up dog. Into downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Step through, warrior 2. Rise and breathe. Look forward into the future. Look over your right hand. There's metaphors all over our practice. The left hand reaches to the past. The right hand reaches to the future. And we find ourselves right in the middle, in the present. Reverse triangle. Triangle. Shift forward. Open left hand to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, both hands up, turn to face sideways. Exhale, Skandasana, back of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, shift to the top of your mat. Inhale, plant your hand down. Exhale, step behind you with the right foot. Inhale, bridge the hips higher. Exhale, wild thing, close it off. Or chaturanga, close it off. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, up dog. And then downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Left leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Step left foot forward for warrior 2. Open and breathe. Reverse the triangle. Take triangle pose. Look up to the right hand, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, turn sideways. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, plant your palm down. Inhale, wild thing. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up dog, down dog. All right, so now we have our flow. We've been going nice and slow, and as you can probably tell, we've been slowly increasing the pace a little bit. Let's start to go 1 breath per movement. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Seal your left heel down, rise to warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, sink deeper into the posture. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise to stand, hands up. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, top of the mat, left hand plants. Exhale, step behind you, wild thing. Inhale, bridge hips higher. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up dog, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, 3-limb down dog. Exhale, step the left foot through. Seal the right heel down. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, deepen the posture. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise to stand, look up. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat. Inhale, come forward. Plant your palm. Exhale, step left foot behind you. Inhale, bridge hips higher. Exhale, chaturanga. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, up dog, and then down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot steps through. Warrior 2, inhale, rise. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise to stand, turn sideways. Exhale, skandasana. Inhale to the top of the mat. Exhale, plant the left hand, step behind you. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Exhale, chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, up dog, into down dog. Left leg up, 3-limb down dog. Step left foot through, rise to warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, sink lower. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise to stand, sideways. Exhale, skandasana. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, plant your hand and step behind you with your left foot. Inhale, bridge hips up. Exhale, chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, up dog, down dog. Last one. Inhale, right leg up, 3-limb down dog. Exhale, step through, warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise to stand, turn sideways. Exhale, skandasana. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, step behind you, wild thing. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Exhale, chaturanga for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up dog on 1, down dog. All right, left leg up, 3-limb down dog. Step through, warrior 2. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise to stand. Turn sideways. Exhale, skandasana. Inhale, top of the mat. Exhale, step behind you, wild thing. Inhale, bridge the hips up. Exhale, chaturanga for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Up dog on 1. Down dog. Return. Hold your down dog, push the ground away, find presence, find stability. And then drop to a seated position. Sit on your shins for a moment. Take a breath, maybe grab a sip of water, maybe just roll the neck around a few times. Might feel quite nice. All right, we're gonna go into something next that'll be like the peak of our class. And it'll be kind of a throwback to what we started building at the beginning of our practice. So let's just try it. Give yourself grace to try something without forming any attachments to the results. So we try our best, and then we remain unattached. It's this principle in the Yoga Sutras called Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa is discipline, effort, and Vairagya is non-attachment. We're not attached to what happens. We just show up, we put in the effort, and then we keep going. All right, so down dog. From down dog, right leg lifts to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Bring the left forearm to the mat, and then slide the right hand back. Try to keep your elbow in. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. And then shift forward, and maybe one day, maybe today, you can float the left leg, and you're in this funky Pinchamayurasana arm balance. Maybe you stay here in any version of this. You don't have to lift the left leg for 3, 2, on 1, lower down, down dog. Just doing this one time on each side. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, drop the right forearm to the ground, slide the left hand back in line with your right elbow. Tap left knee to left tricep. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you aim to float the right leg into the arm balance. Staying here. Funky pincha for 5, 4, 3, 2. Come down when you're ready. Down dog. From down dog, right leg to the sky, 3-limb down dog. Step through for a half pigeon. Stay upright in your pigeon at first. Breathe into your own energy. Breathe into your potential. Breathe into your spine. Breathe into your hips. And then fold forward. Slow things down quite a bit. We've done lots of movement, so now we just let ourselves be. The breath becomes a little bit slower, a little fuller. The exhales take a little bit more emphasis over the inhales. You're in your own space right now, so in that way you can give yourself permission to let out a sigh. You can close your eyes if you want. We'll have just a little bit more time here on this first side. We'll begin to lift up, and we'll switch to the next side. If you want, you can come through down dog. Feel things lengthen out a little bit, come through center, and then take half pigeon on the second side, so left leg can step through. Stay upright for the first moment or two. Let this be a little bit active before we become completely passive. When you're ready, feel free to lower down and fold into the stretch. Notice where the mind goes. Let yourself go on a journey. Tune into the more subtle energies and drop in. Begin to rise up. Bring your back leg around in front of you and find a seated, wide-legged forward fold. You can either shift around and explore through your upper body a little bit, or personally what I'm feeling is just a fold in between the legs. If the ground feels far away, just grab a bolster or some yoga blocks or a pillow to bring the ground up. That way you can lower your forearms down to some kind of surface. Eyes closed, slow breaths. Whenever we have the chance to slow down, whether it's in yoga or just in life in general, it gives us the opportunity to observe, because when we're going so fast, there's no space, there's no room to observe. But when we slow down, we just observe. We don't give ourselves the need to do anything, to think about anything, to solve anything in this moment. We just observe. We just let the thoughts come and go. We let the moment come and go. We let the pose come and go. And we just let ourselves be in the journey. And take a few more breaths here. All right, from here, let's lift up. Stayed there longer than we thought, just because I'm not gonna lie, I really just dropped into that pose. And then I was like, oh wait, we've been here for, for like a minute or however long. All right, so close off the legs and then come into boat pose. So we're gonna end some of our seated movement with core activation. So Navasana, bring your hands together and then twist and twist and twist and twist. And then just keep doing this. Keep going. We're going for time, not for speed, so you can go slow, you can go fast. That's really up to you. We're just going to keep this going here. We're going to re-energize after doing those couple restorative stretches just now. Re-energize. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the energy. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, legs go long. Fold over your legs, Paschimottanasana, seated fold. Okay, we're not going to hold this one for long though. We're just here for a couple breaths. And actually what I love doing here is engaging the leg muscles and then bouncing up and down. Just to bounce up and down because it feels good. That's the primary reason. This type of stretching, it has a couple different names, but it's often called ballistic stretching, or just dynamic stretching is another way for that. But ballistic stretching is a type of dynamic stretching. Instead of just holding the posture, we bring movement into it, and we take ourselves into the range of motion, then we bounce out, and then we go in and out. And we allow our muscles to adapt to that. We allow our joints to adapt to the deeper range of motion. All right, and then from here, rise into boat pose again. This time we're going up and down. High boat to low boat. High boat to low boat. High boat to low boat. Again, we're going for time, not speed, not number of reps. So keep this going here. Just keep it going. You got this. I'm in the fire with you, don't worry. This is hard for me too, if you can't tell by the shakiness of my voice. All right, keep this going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay down on your back. Reclined star pose. Legs go long and wide. Arms go long and wide. Just reach everything away from your center. Reach all 4 of your limbs away from your belly button. Breathe. All the movement we've been doing results in a greater capacity to breathe. Maybe you feel this too, where the lungs feel like they have more volume now than when we first started practice. Let's take a Shavasana here, just a couple minutes laying flat in Shavasana. And I'm gonna do this for Shavasana, this reclined star pose, because it feels so good and so opening to have everything open out to the sides. But if you wanna take regular Shavasana, just bring feet back together, kind of like hips width apart, and then let the arms rest more by your sides instead of extending out. Close the eyes, tune into your stillness, let the whole body relax, let the whole body soften, and then just be here. All right, my friends, this is where I will leave you today. If you would like to take more time in Shavasana laying on your back, please feel free to do so. There is no rush to get up and do what is coming next in your day. I thank you so deeply for joining me for this practice today. It's truly my honor, my blessing, my privilege as always to share this space and to be in practice together. So thank you. Hope you come back soon. Hope to see you soon here or maybe even in person. Until next time, peace.